Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Friday.
Hi everyone.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Hello.
Thank goodness.
Hello,
Everybody can see Skylar back there.
Thank goodness.
How was everybody's week? Hopefully better than ours.
Has to be.
It's been a crazy one. I want to thank everybody for coming, and if you would care to help us out, you could hit the thumbs up, maybe share it out. See how many people we can get in here. So as you can see, I am going to diamond paint here. I've got my phone hooked up here so you guys can watch me diamond paint later on. So Lori's got a story for us tonight. No drama.
I could start?
Mm-hmm. No, I just said you have a story for us tonight.
Okay.
No drama. We're not doing any drama tonight. We have had enough drama at work.
Boy, howdy.
We don't need anything else. So, let's see. What do we have going on this weekend? I have a couple of outings this weekend. One is a Jeep ride, but not necessarily a fun one. But I will probably have a little bit of footage of that to put up a video. I still have my H.H. Holmes video in the works. I'm hoping that maybe this weekend I can get that done. I'm not going to promise it. I will do another live stream hopefully next week. It's about as far out as I think I can plan. Oh, Casbat says, smash like to support the channel.
Smash it. Smash it.
Smash it hard. I bet Kaz is laying in bed all nice and comfy. I'm kind of jealous. Because I kind of driving home from work, I'm like, oh my gosh, I could take a nap. I could so take a nap. I mean, you know, my day kind of started off with a work problem, and then we had a meeting that had an interesting event where one of my coworkers pulled the boss into another chat right out of our meeting, and that was kind of interesting.
I so would have loved to have been there.
5 minutes trying to figure out what was going on. Yeah, don't lie, Kaz. I know you don't lie. She's probably pretty happy to be in her bed. I don't blame her. But I actually would be sitting here diamond painting and either talking to people in Discord or watching something, so that's fine. Might as well do it here where everybody can have a little bit of fun. What Big Eye said she's going to be diamond painting, although I don't know what she's diamond painting.
I'm working on.
Maybe she'll snap a little picture later and show us in the Discord what she's working on.
Yeah, I'll take a picture and put it up in Discord.
Yes, nearly as comfy as Doggo there. You know, she's been sleeping for a little while, and she hasn't moved. And Eminem Mama even called out her name, and she didn't move, which she must really be tired. I'm waiting for her feet to start moving and dreaming. Because that usually when she lays there, that's still this long, she's going to start dreaming.
She had a rough
sorry,
day.
Go ahead, Martha.
Oh, she just had a rough day, that's all.
Well, I wasn't here. I was in the office, so I don't know how rough her day was.
Or maybe she's just been sleeping all day.
No, she probably wasn't. They were probably outside. My daughter in the afternoon tries to, especially since she knew I was going to do a live, she probably tried to put them out to play because Lemon, to be quite honest, is laying like dead weight on my foot under the desk. So
It's kind of warm out today, too. Well, a
Yeah.
lot warmer than it has been.
That's true. That's true. Last week, the last week it was kind of cool, and today it did start warming up. Yesterday, I guess it was a little warmer, but today it's definitely warmer than it was yesterday.
The humidity's coming back. Dum dum dum.
Well, I hate the humidity, but we are, in August now, so what are we
We're
going to do
stuck
about
with it.
that?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, we're stuck with it. August, St. Louis. Ah. Okay. So speaking of St. Louis, maybe you should read a Reader's Digest story, because that way, because once I start diamond painting, I'm gonna have to take my glasses off, and I really won't be able to see a whole lot. I'm gonna be dependent on my moderators to let me know what you guys are saying in the chat.
Well, I can't do that and read at the same time.
No, that's why I'm gonna leave my glasses on while you read the story, so that I can interact with the chat while that's going.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to mark this other story and read it.
Probably got a 10-page paper there.
No, it's a blue Post-it note. Okay. Courtesy of not me. Don't tell anyone.
Remember, you're live on international YouTube.
I didn't say any names. You gave it to me.
I probably did.
It's possible.
Okay, so what Reader's Digest are we in?
This is March 1964.
1964.
Snow picture. How can I do that? There. See, look at the snow picture on the front.
So it was like a winter month then?
March is
March.
Chilly, I guess, sometimes. And it was
where you're at, I suppose.
The story was originally published in Popular Mechanics, which I think is kind of funny, by Clifford Hicks. Clifford B. Hicks.
So what's the name of the story?
The Incredible Gateway Arch.
Oh, yes.
Now, mind you, just so everyone knows, it was not finished in 1964. It was still under construction. Didn't it finish in 65, Kim? I think. Oh, I'm an, WhiteTiger lady.
That's all right. Kim's fine. Most of them know me as Kim.
I think.
I'll look.
Anyway, so because I read in here that they're talking about putting it together briefly, so I wanted to.
I wasn't alive, so it makes it harder for me to know.
Just make us all jealous. Yeah, it's still under construction, because the first sentence is, now taking shape on the Mississippi riverfront in St. Louis is America's newest and highest national monument. A majestic arch of gleaming stainless steel. It will inevitably come to symbolize St. Louis. Yes, it has. Just as surely as the Washington Monument means Washington, D.C., and the Eiffel Tower means Paris. This imposing monument is the gateway arch of the Jefferson National Expansion Memorial. Here in the city, known as the Gateway to the West, it will memorialize for all the world the exciting story of America's westward expansion. The Gateway Arch, rising 630 feet, will be 75 feet taller than the Washington Monument and 479 feet taller than the Statue of Liberty. The graceful soaring structure will be as high as a 62-story building, and its two legs will straddle a distance the equivalent of 2 football fields. Its construction is one of the most challenging projects ever tackled. Into the arch will go 5,119 tons of steel and 6,238 cubic yards of concrete. Its skin, which weighs 886 tons, represents the largest order ever placed for stainless steel. The foundation of the 2 big triangular legs They will measure 54 feet along each side at the base, tapering to 17 feet at the top, are sunk 60 feet below ground, 30 feet into bedrock. Wow, I didn't know that. Early in 1965, the keystone section of the great structure will be slipped into place high above those foundations. An estimated 3 million visitors a year will enter a museum buried between its legs, where they will view the record of America's push to the west. Then, climbing aboard a most unusual train, barrel-shaped cars strung together like beads on a chain, visitors will rise up inside either hollow leg of the arch. Not a fun ride, just a side note. Especially if you're a little claustrophobic. At the top of the trainway, they will climb a few steps to a glass-lined observation room 65 feet long. There they will look east across the mighty Mississippi and on for 40 miles across the rich prairies from whence the frontier folk came. Turning, they will look west across the city toward the grasslands that lured the sodbusters, the mountains that lured the trappers, toward the half a continent that, thanks to Thomas Jefferson, lured any man with vision. The story of the arch starts in 1933 when Bernard F. Dickman, then mayor of St. Louis, was returning from a business trip with two other civic leaders. The conversation turned to the Lewis and Clark expedition. "We should memorialize that expedition," said one of the men, and in fact the whole westward expansion. Within days, the men were hard at work on the project. To find a suitable design, the Memorial Association in 1947 sponsored a nationwide competition. The late Eero Saarinen, one of the world's greatest architects, won the prize. Saarinen conceived the structure as an inverted weighted catenary curve, the form a chain assumes when it hangs freely between two supports. When inverted, this curve is the strongest possible configuration for an arch because of the all the thrust passes down through the legs and into the foundation. The hollow walls of the legs will be filled to the 300-foot level with 12,127 tons of reinforced concrete, which will make the arch so stable that the pinnacle will deflect only 18 inches in a 150-mile-an-hour wind. In 1959, the contract for the arch was awarded to the McDonald Construction Company, and in 1962, the Pittsburgh Des Moines Steel Company was awarded the steel erection subcontract. Two young men, 36-year-old Arthur Pritchard, construction, and 31-year-old Kenneth Kolkmeyer, steel, supervised the $11,500,000 job. By 1965, when the keystone section slips into place, they will acquire some gray hairs, but also the supreme satisfaction of having developed new methods to solve unique construction problems. No other arch, even approaching this size and shape, has ever been built. Each dimension is critical. Take the possibility of a 1/64th inch mistake in pouring the foundation of either leg. That difference in the angle of the top of each foundation would be multiplied as the two probing fingers reach towards the sky and would result in a catastrophe when 2 years later, and 630 feet higher, they failed to meet overhead. Dimensions are so critical, points out Kolkmeyer, that we even do our surveying at night when the temperature on all three steel walls is equalized. Basically, the method of construction is to stack prefabricated sections on top of one another, like stacking wedges of cheese. The curve of the arch plus its taper means no two sections of the leg are identical. Each section is about 12 feet high and consists of a triangle within a triangle, the outer wall of 1 1/4 inch stainless steel, the inner wall of 3/8 inch carbon steel. After a section is hoisted into place, the space between the walls is filled with reinforced concrete. This leaves a triangular space open inside each leg, 48 feet along each side at the base, tapering to 15.5 feet at the crown of the arch. Into this small space will be fitted a stairwell of 1,076 steps, a 12-passenger elevator to the 372-foot level, and the train. Last summer, each leg soaring skyward, right on schedule, reached the 72-foot level, as high as the regular derricks could go in lifting new sections into place. Now a weird rig was installed on each leg. 2 huge temporary tracks were bolted up the outside of the leg, held away from the polished stainless steel by cushions. Then on each set of tracks, Kolkmeyer's men assembled an 80-ton derrick with a platform supported by an adjustable leveling brace. This 43 by 32 foot platform holds a tool shed, a heated room for iron workers, sanitary facilities, radio equipment, and telephones to help direct the boom operator as he maneuvers each new section into position. There were some tense moments when the derrick lifted the first 45-ton piece of cheese into place. The rig is designed, however, so that all its own weight plus that of the boom load is transmitted to the tracks and safely down the side of the leg to the arch's foundation. After 4 sections are lifted into place, the concrete poured, and the metal joints welded, the derrick's tracks are extended up the face of the new wedge. Then the derrick creeps upward, like some giant spider spinning its web across the sky. So far, progress has been steady, with a new section installed on each leg about once a week. Once the arch is completed, the transportation system will be fitted into each leg. Each train will consist of 8 capsules, seating 5 persons to a capsule. Powered by standard elevation equipment, it will travel on tracks along the weird curve of continually changing angle at a speed of 340 feet per minute. The problem of designing such a train was a nightmare, but design consultant Richard E. Bowser came up with a surprisingly effective plan. The capsules are strung together with each held on 5 okay, wait a minute. The capsules are strung together, each held sorry about that, guys. Each held on fine bearings inside a big rig so that they can be hauled upward at any angle in relation to one another. The weight of the passenger causes the capsule to revolve inside the ring so that seats are always level. Each train will be able to make a round trip every 7.6 minutes. In addition, there will be the 2 supplementary elevators to the 372-foot level. Thus, 11,000 persons can make a trip up inside the arch within 14 hours. Late this year, when the 2 fingers of the monument probe toward each other at the 600-foot level, a huge brace will bridge the gap to position the legs for the keystone section. When the last wedge slips into place, the brace will be removed and the derricks will start crawling back down the outside of the legs. As they drop, the tracks will be removed above them and the bolt holes filled with stainless steel plugs to make them invisible. The exterior of the arch will be finished. Soon thereafter, the Gateway Arch will become a mecca for U.S. tourists who will find in this newest of our national monuments a gleaming symbol of America's proud past and also of today's impressive skills. The end. Did you happen to look up when it was finished?
Yeah, I already put it up on screen, actually. October 28th of 1965.
I thought it was in the fall. You know,
So
I've been there.
How many people have been to the arch or been up in the arch?
I've been done both.
Well,
Yes.
obviously, I've done both. Anybody else?
Well, I haven't ever been to St. Louis, so I haven't been up
Oh
in the
my
water.
goodness.
I know. I've been a
You know,
lot of places, but not there.
every once in a while they re-show on the news channel here the final fitting, the final piece on the top, and it is just amazing. And I wish they would show it more often, personally.
Well, maybe I'll do a video.
That would be neat.
Yeah. Well, you know, like COVID kind of shut a
Yeah.
lot of things down. So, um, but it's kind of neat when you go up in the arch. I've been up there as a young person when it was swaying pretty hefty.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Mm-mm.
When you're up there and you're looking at the windows out and you see, you know, a bunch of people, because during the summer there's usually a lot of people down there walking around. You see, they look like ants. It's really odd. The cars don't look like ants, but the people look like ants walking around on the ground next to Matchbox cars. It's quite the experience.
Wow.
Well, also, which is it was a duh moment for me. It's not flat at all up there. You're either going uphill or downhill where the
Right.
viewing windows are. And I have
Right.
this
So
height.
when you look at the top of the arch, like if you cut that picture, the top part of that picture, that's literally where you end up and you walk out and it's just a short space. It's not a huge long space that you have to walk across there. And it's all
Maybe
filled with windows.
25 feet maybe or something like that. It's not very far, I know.
I don't know, but
in the daylight
yeah.
you can actually see the windows up there.
The thing for me about the arch that I absolutely love is when we were kids and they had the VP Fair. They don't call it that now. For the 4th of July. It was like a week-long celebration, and every night they would shoot off fireworks. Well, we would go down there one of those nights, like every year, and we would get a spot early in the day underneath the arch, and we'd lay. You know, you'd throw your blanket out, and you'd lay there all dang day, sitting around, walking around. People would hold their spots. And then just to watch the fireworks, to lay there on the ground and watch the fireworks explode above you. It's pretty cool.
Wow.
Too bad we didn't have cell phones back then. There'd be a lot of that video around.
There would.
Yeah. It's a lot different now, but it's when I was a kid, even now, when you're driving on a trip and you come back, as soon as you see the arch, you're like, yes, we're almost home. Dazed and Confused said, I love the fair. I remember sitting by the river and you could feel the booms. Yeah. Yeah. Well, they were shooting them from boats on the river. Fireworks. Autocorrect. VP Fair. Yes. VP Fair. Veiled Prophet Parade.
Did they always have bands playing? You know, I'm not a native St. Louisan.
Yes, they always had live music, and usually they had some newer music and some old timers. They've had some really big names at them.
Yeah, in the years I've been around, yes. I just wondered. It used to be fun.
Yeah, I kind of looks like everybody's changing spots back there.
I didn't move, I swear. I didn't do it.
Uh-oh, Lemon's stretching. Oh.
If y'all hear some loud chomping and water slurping, it's not me. It's my dog.
She always blames it on the dog.
She does.
Yes, and then my husband always makes these noises when he's watching war movies. So you might hear that too. I can't
Oh,
hit the
war
mic yet.
movies. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, or westerns.
Uh-oh. What's the
Yeah.
matter now? Y'all took a nap and now you want to go back out there and play? You'll have to wait. So I hope everybody had a pretty good week. I don't know. I mean, I had some craziness at work. My daughter injured her elbow over the weekend, so she's got to go see what's going on with that.
It's always something.
It is always something. As soon as you think things are settling down, they just never are, right?
Right.
Although I
Yeah.
have to say, traffic, this go around in the office, although I'm actually doing a double go around, I guess you call it.
Mm-hmm.
There's more traffic than the last time, for sure. And I don't understand why people are driving so crazy. Since really, I mean, not that they weren't driving crazy before, but it seems to be on a ridiculous level since COVID. And after the lockdown let up, it's really gotten worse. I don't know what they think they're doing.
I think COVID got to their brain and they forgot how to drive. And they were never that good to begin with.
No, I mean, the highway I have to drive is, I won't say has the worst drivers, but they have always been known for the speeding portion of it. And now they're not only just speeding, but they're, dangerously weaving in and out of traffic. It's crazy.
Well, it's not just there; it's everywhere.
Well, I'm only here, so I don't know what it's like anywhere else. I really, I don't know what has gotten into people. I think being locked down really kind of got to people's psyche because I know, in the office, now we're only at like, I think they're saying we're at half staff in the office in these rotations now, but people are aggravated. Like they're just aggravated with each other and frustrated with what's going on. And today I had somebody tell me they were ready to punch somebody. Luckily, they weren't in the office with us.
Oh my gosh!
Well, I mean, it's that bad. I mean, some of the stupidity is really that bad. And, people are just tired of putting up with it. I did, however, tell her not to punch her in the face, just to schedule a meeting. Air the differences and let somebody mediate between them. Hopefully that'll work out. I do feel like, though, if everybody ends up back in the office together, we're going to have, like, I don't know.
Fist fight.
I think we're going to have, like, Rocky, whatever the next number of the movie is.
Yeah, Rocky 4 or 5 or whatever,
Or 10 or 15, whatever.
Didn't they make? Did they make 5 Rocky movies?
Oh, hell, I don't know the number. I don't know the number anymore.
I lost count.
I did too.
Oh, and then they went on and did what was the new guy? Creed?
Creed. Yeah, but that
son.
movie had a different name, but that was actually, we got tickets to go to the premiere here, and I didn't know that I love the Rocky movies, but I did not know if I was going to like that movie. It was actually really good.
She came from Planet Claire, wants to know why you can't work from home during this time, White Tiger.
Maybe you could submit a letter
Please,
to me through
please.
Discord, and I will take it to my the big boss at work, because we don't know. We don't actually know the answer to that question, other than our big boss in our office is he has the mentality that everybody needs to be in the office or we don't function. I really don't know how he still has that in his head, but if I wasn't on international YouTube, I might use a different terminology to describe what I think is going on there.
Did you turn off your diamond painting?
No. Did I bump it?
We lost you.
Yeah, it's not showing.
Something went wrong. My
I
phone
thought-
says something went wrong.
Oh,
I guess
Well, that-
something did go wrong.
It went, oops.
Something went wrong and it won't try again.
well, dazed and confused. That's pretty old school thinking. You got that right, sister. That's all I can say. But
Let's see if I
obviously,
can try.
he knows what is best.
Did we lose? Maybe I lost Wi-Fi connection. Let's see. Oh, here we go.
I thought you had done it on purpose.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't even actually touch it. I've been trying really hard not to bump it. I really don't know what happened.
I thought maybe you were, trying to hide some of your secret methods of putting multiple diamonds at the same time or something.
No. Now I have to put my glasses on so I can see where the heck I'm placing it. Because, let's see. Can you see it?
She came from Planet Claire, says, when I lived in Atlanta, I always wondered why corporate offices weren't allowing work from home with all the congested highways. Yeah, boy, Atlanta's horrible. I
Well,
only drove
that's
through it a couple
actually my
times.
biggest. I just echoed somewhere. That's actually my biggest gripe with going into the office now, and I'm doing a double rotation altogether. So we had a 2-week rotation, and now we're in 3-week rotation. So I'm in the office for 5 weeks straight. I can't even express how unhappy I am about that, as is my lovely Lemon. He is definitely not happy about it either. I don't know why they call washi tape tape. It's really not very good tape. Usually it stays better than this. But I do not like the traffic, and I definitely feel less safe now driving on the road to get to the office than I used to. So I don't know, because we're working from home sometimes, but I don't know. Of course, they re-upped our lease last year on the building we're in, so maybe we have to do something to occupy the space for now. I really don't know. I wish I did. I'm trying to find. There we go.
Nope, now we lost her.
No, I turned that off on purpose.
Oh, okay.
You're always complaining about something. Goodness gracious.
Well,
Your
things-
diamond painting camera went off. If I was rich, I could buy one of those overhead ones, and then I could just zoom in. But I'm not even in the room that I'm going to end up in after my children finish moving out. So I don't really want to do too much in this room. I just completely lost where I put those. I am using a multi-placer though, if anybody notices.
Oh, look, you are.
Yeah. I think, kind of perfected my method with it. So I have just the wax in there,
Oh,
but this in my tip, I am using. Let's see if I can grab it without knocking this phone. I am using. See that? Blue dots.
is that better than the tacky stuff?
Well, yes. It's actually, for me, it's easier to, because it comes in its little dots.
Mhm.
Maybe you can see it if I show it. I don't know. I don't know how well the camera will pick it up. Let's see if I can.
I have some of those, but I use it for
Let's
other
see if I can
things.
find the camera. Can you?
Huh.
Can you
Yes.
see the little glue dot there?
Oh,
Yeah.
barely, yes.
Okay. So those things, like, these ones are the bigger ones. The other ones that I have are smaller. Now the smaller ones, I take 2 of them and stick them in with my handy tweezers that I have, my little
Mhm.
bitty tweezers, and it's perfect. The bigger ones, there's a little bit extra, but what I do is I just kind of stuff it in there, and a little of it usually hangs out, but it's doable. I would suggest getting the smaller ones because, I'm trying to move this cord. I apologize for the shakiness. But yes, it's better than the tacky stuff, and it lasts a really long time. So
I'm gonna try that because I've got the small ones.
yep. If it's, I mean, you really do need to have the fine tweezers to get it in there good, but yes, I really, and I was bound and determined to figure out how to use the multi-placer. After doing the Beatles guitar one with all that black,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was just determined that I had to figure out how in the world to, do a lot of color of the same color and not get so burnt out on it. So now there's different size multi-placers. This is one that came in like one of these standard ones. This one's a little different. It's not clear and it's not as thick inside there. But I just stuck it in this one. Since Lori hasn't been doing it, I've been using hers.
Snow lions.
I thought maybe if she saw it on camera, she might get motivated. But
Yeah, I know. I'm very jealous. Snow Lion says very interesting tape, and is this another mystery diamond painting?
This is not a mystery diamond painting. This diamond painting is a deer with a rack with the American flag behind it.
Oh, that'd be pretty.
So yeah, no, it's not mystery. I have not ordered another mystery one yet, although I'm interested to, but I'm afraid to order from the same place because they did say that you might get the same one again. Not that I didn't like it. I don't want multiples of the same one.
Right.
Unless I get a bunch of them and then I'm like, okay, I'll do a giveaway or something.
So, where do you find your mystery diamond paintings usually?
I've only bought the one. Well, you guys saw the result in Discord when I
Yeah.
posted the picture. I got it off of Amazon, but evidently there's a bunch of them on Amazon. I've seen, I'm in a couple of diamond painting groups on Facebook. And really, I guess the biggest reason why I joined them was to see where everybody was buying their diamond paintings.
Yeah.
and like tools and stuff, because I mean you can get really good ideas from people who have been doing it longer than you, or you know do things different than you. And that was actually how I found out about the glue dots. And a lot of them buy their mystery diamond paintings on Amazon, but they suggest buying them from different sellers so that maybe you don't get the same ones.
Yeah. Sounds right.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you really can't. I mean, it's a mystery, so you don't. But I mean, I guess there's a difference too, because some of them are like a mystery because you don't know what you're getting. But then once you peel the stuff off, you can see the picture. Other ones are full mysteries where, like, there's no coloring on the stamps, so you can't see the picture at all. It's just a bunch of black and white squares with markings in them.
Yeah.
And that's the kind I got. I got the kind that like didn't have the colors. I couldn't see. I didn't know.
Yeah, it was a mystery.
It was a definite mystery. I mean, I was just hoping it wasn't one of those, naked couples.
Oh gosh.
Well, I'm amazed at how many of those, if you're shopping around for that stuff, like how much of that's on there. Pretty risque stuff. Risque isn't even the word.
Snow Lion says, a deer, is it a gift for your honey?
Well,
I added the honey. She has the emoji blowing a kiss.
it could be. We're gonna see how it turns out.
Dazed and Confused says, I haven't done a craft in ages unless chalk painting furniture counts. Yes, that counts.
Yes, that's a craft.
Yeah.
Sure it is. See, you could have come up here and you could have done it too.
Yeah.
I guess I could put the link in if anybody wanted to come up. I was kind of hoping Mrs. Roger Rabbit might join us. But I don't know what she's up to today.
Well, it's been kind of hot this way, so she might be trying
Yes,
to.
I talked to her. I talked to her the other day. And I'm trying to remember. I don't even remember what I said. Well, so much for that, huh?
It's
Yeah.
been a long week. Every week's long.
It has been. It's been craziness. I still have 2 more weeks in the office.
Is
But
that
I was
all?
looking on the calendar, and I took a week. Well, I took a holiday. The holiday that week I took off. So then I took off the following Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So I worked that week, and then 2 weeks later I'll leave to go another vacation. I think I worked that out pretty well, actually.
Yeah.
That was good timing.
Well, it wasn't even my choice. I can't go too late in the year to visit my son, because that's all I don't need is to get stuck in the mountains in some kind of weather without my husband there.
Right. Don't blame you.
Yeah, that
I
wouldn't
mean,
be good.
I don't know what it is we think they're going to do, but I just know that it doesn't seem as bad. Oh.
There's the tail.
I love
Something's
that.
going on outside. Hang on.
I love that tail. That is so funny. He really gets after it.
Yes.
He's protecting.
It's probably UPS delivering another diamond painting.
Yeah.
I was just informed by my daughter it was a big dog.
Oh.
A big dog. Okay.
He's got to show off his masculinity, evidently. Okay, I see somebody wrote something.
Oh, are you going to read it? I was just going to read it to you.
I was thinking more of the person who used Bambi as a bumper. But it would be lovely for your husband too. That's funny that you say that because I actually thought about that. Oh, is this what they want? Is that what they're all sitting there for? If only you could sit this pretty all the time. Okay. Right. They live for food.
Yes, they all do.
They should have signs around them that say, "We will work for food and biscuits." Telling you. Do you know what the weather's supposed to be like tomorrow?
Hot.
Well,
Not
that's
as
okay.
hot as
It's not supposed to rain.
Whoopee
Though. Maybe
Guys.
No.
It is supposed to rain Sunday night.
Well,
I think.
I was wondering. Well, I can't really. I was thinking about taking the freedom panels off for tomorrow, but I have to go through the. I really want to try to go through the vehicle wash. But if I do that, I can't do that. That's for sure. I don't want to let a Jeep.
Oh. Well.
Although it might be fun to see you sit down in a fully flooded Jeep with the plugs.
Okay,
in.
so yeah, we'll have to talk about that offline because I don't want to go into it. Secure Girl said that would make excellent Happy Mail. She came from she came from Planet Claire. Says thunderstorms since July here and tomorrow too.
Well, must not be in Texas then.
We're just having August. That's what I call the weather. It's August.
Seemed like Texas was having monsoon season.
Yeah, and then kind of stopped for a while, thank goodness.
I saw they were watching a couple of tropical depressions out in the Atlantic.
Well, they better stay away.
Well, the one doesn't look like it's going the first one doesn't look like it's headed towards the Gulf unless it hits something. It looks more like it's going to hit the east.
Yeah. I haven't really looked because usually September is
the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, somebody needs to take their big fan and keep it all in the Gulf and stuff because I don't want anything.
No, we don't want it in the Gulf. They had too much rain.
I don't want it coming.
Really, who could use it as the West Coast?
Well, that's fine. They can
fires.
I'm not going west. Are they still dealing with those?
Yes.
Yeah.
The whole town burnt up yesterday, I think they said on the news. It's some historic town where the gold rush started or something. Did you hear it?
Yeah. It's really
Dixie.
terrible.
Is it called Dixie? Was that the name of it?
I don't know, but they have so much dry mess over there the West Coast and Utah, and it's terrible. The fire.
Well, maybe you should have shared some of that rain with them instead of sending some of it our way.
Well, I try, but it doesn't. It doesn't work. I don't know what the deal is. It's like the weather has a mind of its own. It doesn't listen.
I know, right?
Oh my goodness. It's like a teenager.
Yeah, it's definitely like a teenager.
Sakura Girl says no rain here. It's dry as Hades. She came from Planet Claire says Greenville, California.
Oh, okay.
Is that what burnt up? I guess maybe I don't know. Sakura Girl said the smoke is as thick as clouds here, impossible to breathe.
I know
She
she's
came,
had that problem for a while now, hasn't she?
yeah.
Yes.
She came from Planet Claire says, cause at first I thought maybe they were talking South Carolina.
Oh,
SC.
okay.
Is it
Yeah.
South Carolina?
South Carolina.
Yeah.
Well, don't let anything head there. That's where I'm headed in a few weeks.
Yep. Yes, it was Greenville, burned to the ground.
Isn't that terrible?
It was, they showed it on the news. It was like a movie.
That's
So
not
terrible.
that's not the first time that's happened in California. There was that town, what was that? It was, I can't think of the name of it. A couple of years ago, it just burnt to the ground.
That's terrible.
She came from Planet Claire says horrifying. Dazed and Confused says I love thunderstorms. Sakura Girl says that's really shocking, those poor people.
Yes. I think it was
They,
Paradise, wasn't it? California that
oh, I
burnt.
think yeah,
Oh, that sounds familiar.
it does.
I knew it started with a P. I started going through the alphabet.
Oh, Lord.
Dazed and Confused. The problem with those thunderstorms is sometimes there's tornadoes in them.
And
Yeah.
sometimes people get struck by lightning.
Mm-hmm. Sakura Girl says yes, Paradise, Cali.
That's terrible.
She came from Planet Claire said one of my chihuahuas hates thunderstorms. My dog does too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I had a dog that would have a heart attack whenever we had a thunderstorm
Mm-hmm.
in the house. But you could open the door and she'd go outside in the middle of it. Now, what
Oh
in the heck is
no.
that? I said, you're safe in the house. You're having a fit in the house. You go outside and stand there and wait to be struck by lightning. Okay.
Lemon thinks he's going to attack the storm. Well, at first he was scared, but now he thinks he's just going to attack it. Barks and barks and barks at it. But he won't go outside in it. My husband will say, "Well, come on, I'll take you out." And he wants nothing to do with it.
Yeah, my two don't go out in the rain, which is really funny because they're water dogs. Until they absolutely have to.
My stepdaughter had this Chihuahua, and when she went away to college, we inherited the Chihuahua. And when I take her outside, she wouldn't go if the yard was wet. She would walk on her front feet with her butt in the air, and she would walk on 2 feet like that, and then she'd kind of swing her legs around on the outside of the front legs and pee, but she didn't want to touch the grass with her back feet or her behind. It
Oh
was the
my
funniest.
gosh.
And that was back when, you didn't have all these cameras on your phone. I
Too
wish
bad.
I had a video of that. That would, I'm telling you, people would just be amazed.
Some of the things that dogs do are just crazy.
I know it.
And you wonder, like, what makes them do that?
I mean, it didn't have to be after a rain. It was like in the morning, when the dew was still on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
There she would go. And I thought, my goodness, look at you. You ought to try out for the Olympics.
Well, you guys see how much like Lemon gets up on his back legs in the window all the time. I've never seen a dog do that like that as much as he does it. He'll stand there for 10 minutes barking at something.
Sakura Girl says, my baby kittens are on a rampage because their mama won't let them nurse anymore. That's
Uh-oh.
really weird because their mama was nursed for over 4 months. These kittens are just 11.5 weeks old. Actually, 11 weeks, 2 days. She's so accurate all the time.
Sorry, I was watching Gizmo chewing. I think Skylar was gonna go steal Gizmo's bone, and Gizmo's quick snuck in and
Yep.
grabbed it from her.
Yeah, probably. I'll have to watch it on the replay.
Yeah, they're having some kind of debate over there.
Lemon's making sure he didn't miss anything.
They always know that there's crumbs after Gizmo because
He doesn't
then Gizmo
swallow.
takes the opportunity to smell Skylar.
Oh, jeez.
Golly.
Sakura Girl, I am curious because most dogs only nurse till they're like 5 or so weeks. Or is that
6
normal for
weeks. It's usually 6 weeks.
Is it 6? I
Yeah.
wasn't sure because I haven't been around a bunch of puppies in a while. So is that unusual that kittens nurse that long, or is that normal? I don't know. So I'm inquiring minds want to know.
6 weeks is normal for cats. Okay.
Is it?
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Well, then I can't blame Mama Cat for getting those boys off because
Yeah.
that's
The boy
almost
and
double
girl.
the allotted time.
Yes.
Maybe they're pinchers. Maybe Mama's done.
I was gonna say
Well,
maybe they
yeah,
got their teeth in. Chomp,
and they're
chomp.
probably getting pretty good little claws going there too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, those little kitten claws are like needles.
The Kura Girl says their teeth are evil. The claws are worse. Evil teeth. Yes, they're little needles.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Hi, baby. Come here. You want to get on the camera? Is that what you want to do?
Oh, hello. What
Just
you
don't
doing?
dump my diamonds, please.
I think she wants another bone.
Oh, just lick my damn eyeball.
She's giving you a hug.
I know. I know. I know.
She
I don't
needs
know
some
what you're
attention.
asking me for, but
Did they get fed tonight?
I don't know. Probably not yet.
That's
How?
probably what she's asking for because
She's probably
the
like, please, Mom, please.
she's the
Okay.
hungry person.
Okay. Okay.
She's so pretty.
She is very pretty.
Her collar looks kind of tight,
No, her collar's not tight at all.
isn't it?
Mm-mm. Okay. All right, shortly. Shortly. You're not short, are you? No.
Now they're all looking at you.
I can't say the word because, yes, I know what they're after.
Sakura Girl says, I wanted to to try to watch this on my new iPad Pro, but the kitties are always throwing it down. And she loves her mama, meaning Sky. Did you feed them? I can read her lips.
Yes. That part of the floor is not on the camera. Well, split it this way and this way. They'll be fine. As long as we don't have any arguing. It's going to be like the dog and pony show in here, I guess. Just the dog and dog show, I guess.
Sakura girl says the dog. No, I don't. I don't think that Eminem Mama can read dog lips. I think
Dog lips, no.
I think she was reading White
I
Tiger's
have a
lips.
hard enough. I have a hard enough time listening to their barks and figuring out what they want. Somebody was hungry.
Was it Sky?
Well, here's the thing.
Oh, Sky's always hungry.
They actually, I think the food is just extra. What they really want to get to is the biscuit they get after their dinner. But she gave them a biscuit before dinner. So now they're getting 2 biscuits. The biscuit was to delay. I think that's what her plan was.
It didn't work out so well.
No, the biscuit made them hungry to want the food.
Mm-hmm.
Usually
Sakura girl says dogs always say, "Give me more treats, please."
Yes, there's never enough in the world. Well, to be fair, they're on the salmon food right now, and they really like that food.
Well, Cody always wants his biscuits before he'll eat his food. It's like, I'm not eating my supper unless you give me my biscuits.
Yeah, we have that kind of thing that happens here, but what happens is if they don't eat their food, they get their biscuit, but they don't get fed again until the next feeding.
Yep.
Because we can't leave, well, with the boys, we could leave food down all the time. They would just eat when they're hungry, but Skylar, not so much. I think there was a point in time before we got her that she was not fed. She will eat way too much.
Well, Cody's just a pig. That's all he is.
But some dogs are pigs, yes. Just don't send those pigs to freezer camp.
No, not that kind. No. Do they like sushi? I had no idea that dogs like salmon. Do they like sushi?
Oh, that's funny because I didn't know they liked salmon either. And what happened was the food that we used to buy them, they quit carrying at Petco because Petco, I guess all the pet stores really did this. They went to like no artificial stuff or whatever, certain things. They wouldn't sell food that has certain things in it. And so we had to change brands kind of on the fly. And so the brand that we went to, they have chicken, which we can't get the chicken because it does not sit well with Skylar's stomach. They have beef. They love the beef. And they have salmon, and they have lamb and rice, I think it is. Oh, she's over there on the floor. I'm like, where in the heck is she? I heard her voice, and I was like, where is she? That's what happens when you don't have your glasses on. You can't see. mean, I can see close up, but I can't read the text on the computer, and I couldn't see her through the desk. She's sitting on the floor over there.
She
So,
came
yeah,
from
they really
Planet.
like them.
Claire says, I bought some expensive salmon dog food and my dogs were allergic to it. Looked online and saw there was an older class action or class lawsuit from 2017 about dogs chewing their skin. Ew.
Ew.
PK Wolf throws in duck.
Yeah.
All right, Duck. He's right.
Well, she came from Planet Claire.
Of
What
course,
brand of
Daddy is on there. He
what
has to make sure I'm behaving myself, evidently.
He always complains, but he's always lurking.
what kind of dog food? What brand was that? She came from
What is the
Planet
name of that?
Claire.
It's Healthy Heart or Heart Healthy or what's it called?
You could always try donating it to a shelter or something. Sometimes they take open
No,
food.
Wholehearted. It's Wholehearted. Yes, Wholehearted.
Okay.
Petco carries it. Now the salmon, I think the salmon is the most expensive bag. But I mean, you know what? They only get it every 4 cycles or 3 cycles or whatever. Oh, I have to break it.
Nature's recipe, no grain, salmon, and pumpkin, she said.
Huh. Okay.
Oh, my dogs love pumpkin. Wholehearted has this little packets you can get of, but they call it gravy, but I think it's more like puree, but the dogs love it. What time is it?
It's 7:08.
Oh my goodness. We must have started on time because the ticker says 108. Just said 108. Going back to cooking for them. Yeah, if I had time, that wouldn't be a bad idea, but all right, well, I think that maybe we should continue our goofing off in Discord. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for coming. I hope you enjoyed the story about the arch, and maybe next time we do a Friday, I will have some other funny things like maybe some bad taxidermy.
Yeah.
I know everybody loves that. Um, so keep an eye out. If you're having problems with notifications, I know lots of people have been having problems with notifications. Make sure that the bell is checked and you're subscribed. If you have any questions or things you'd like to see, feel free to comment in the comment section. And I want to thank all of my mods for being here and the people up on panel who are also mods and everybody who came. If feel free to join the Discord for anybody who's watching on the replay. We pretty much do a lot of different interaction in Discord, sharing pictures, say good morning, hello, all that kind of stuff. Hopefully we will do this at least once next week. So hopefully I will see you guys then. Until then, take care and keep an eye out for notifications for videos coming out because I'm going to do my best to get something out soon, I hope. All right. Have a great weekend. Happy Friday. And let's have fun and be safe.
Bye, everyone.